Hugging the Big Island last week, and at least 11 volcanic fissures spontaneously opened up. Some lava flows are creeping through neighborhoods. Some are at a slow boil, others spewing 200 feet into the air.
It's like a Goliath, or like a roaring jet engine.
Letting people eat down to Miley Street only. Get your belongings and get back out.
Some families have been allowed back in, cramming as many clothes and keepsakes that can fit into their cars.
If we get to go a second load, then we'll pick things that maybe would make our life more comfortable. But right now we're living out of a backpack.
Many evacuated residents are frustrated by the long lines to get back into their homes, but there's a concern lava will cover more roads and trap people inside.
The prognosis is for this to continue. We see no slowdown in activity.
Lava has spread nearly 400,000 square feet surrounding the most active fissure. One resident said the volcano and lava have always been a part of her life. She added, "It's devastating, but I've come to terms with it." Anne-Marie?
John Shumo here in New York. Thank you so much, John. Well, President Trump's new attorney, Rudy Giuliani, says the president could defy a subpoena from special counsel Robert Mueller or refuse to answer questions. Giuliani also said Mr. Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen, may have made payments to other women in addition to Stormy Daniels. Errol Barnett reports.
My issue is getting up to speed on the facts here. I'm about halfway there.
President Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, further explained inconsistencies in his defense of Mr. Trump and suggested the president might resist a subpoena from special counsel Robert Mueller, compelling him to testify under oath.
We don't have to. He's the president of the United States. We can assert the same privileges other presidents have.
Democrats say the president must cooperate.
He's going to need to comply with a subpoena. If they take that case to court, they're going to lose.
So what up, girl?
Stormy Daniels, who alleges an affair with Mr. Trump and is suing to get out of a non-disclosure agreement, appeared on TV joking about the risk her case poses to Trump's presidency.
What do you need for this to all go away?
A resignation.
Questions remain over payments Trump made to his personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, for hush money paid to Daniels during the election. Giuliani says it was all legal.
Number one, it was not a campaign contribution because it would have been done anyway. Number two, even if it was considered a campaign contribution, it was entirely reimbursed out of personal funds. I can't believe that actually just happened.
Daniels' lawyer reacted.
I think it is obvious this is a cover-up, that they are making it up as they go along.
President Trump's advisor, Kellyanne Conway, told Face the Nation Giuliani's remarks that Trump's repayments were campaign expenditures is wrong.
The president himself characterized it as not a campaign expenditure.
She also explained why the president said no when asked if he knew about Cohen's payments to Daniels.
The president told me just yesterday that when he said no on Air Force One last month, he's talking about when the payment occurred.
Now, Kellyanne Conway went on to say the White House is anxious about the 3 detained Americans currently held in North Korea, but she could not confirm their release was expected anytime soon, as President Trump's lawyer Rudy Giuliani suggested as recently as Saturday. Errol Barnett, CBS News, the White House.
The nomination of Gina Haspel to lead the CIA remains on track this morning. That's despite her offer to step aside. Haspel's confirmation hearing is scheduled for Wednesday. She offered to withdraw over concerns about her involvement in a harsh interrogation program. Following 9/11, she was the chief at a base in Thailand where 2 terrorism suspects were subjected to waterboarding, a brutal technique that simulates drowning. Haspel would be the first woman to lead the CIA. And President Trump's deadline for making a decision on whether to withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal is Saturday. The British ambassador to the United States says he believes it's still possible to address Mr. Trump's concerns. They include Iran's ballistic missile program and a clause allowing Iran to resume part of its nuclear program after 2025. Britain's foreign secretary has talks scheduled with U.S. officials in Washington this week. A water pipe burst on a Carnival Cruise Line ship in the Caribbean flooded 50 staterooms, and 100 passengers were affected. But the fast-moving crew got the situation under control within hours. Meg Oliver reports.
Rushing water flooded a Carnival cruise ship Thursday, reminding some of the eerie scenes from the movie Titanic. This passenger initially wrote on Facebook, "We are flooding on a cruise. We heard the violins and the silverware all came crashing down." A later post shows crew members who jumped into action, filling buckets as the water line breaks and a deluge of water pouring out of the pipes. The Carnival Dream departed New Orleans last Sunday on a 7-day cruise through the Western Caribbean. The cruise line says water flooded 50 staterooms. Despite the dramatic video, Carnival said the water main break had no effect on the safe operation of the ship. The safety and security of our guests and crew is our top priority. Within 6 hours, the crew managed to replace most of the carpeting in the damaged areas so passengers could return to their rooms. Others slept on yoga mats in the spa.
Our cruise director and the captain told us all about it, that there was, when we came out of Belize, when the ship turned, it put pressure on the pipe and one of the pipe burst.
It's nearly 3,500 passengers returned to port Sunday morning.
I've been in the Navy for 19 years. I'm not worried about going on a ship out to sea. That's easy day.
Passengers received a full refund and 50% off any future cruise. They were also offered the option to fly home the day after the water conditions developed. Meg Oliver, CBS News, New York. Well, in Nashville, the mother of one of the victims in the deadly Waffle House shooting accepted her daughter's college diploma. Cheryl Baker walked across the stage at Belmont University Saturday. Her daughter, 21-year-old D'Ebony Groves, majored in social work. She was one of 4 people killed when a gunman opened fire on April 22nd. Her brother, D'Angelo Groves, also received his diploma. The university announced a social work scholarship in D'Ebony's honor. Well, coming up on the morning news now, a Taekwondo Olympic gold medalist and his coach, who is also his brother, are accused of sexual abuse in a federal lawsuit. And a miracle recovery. A 13-year-old comes back to life the day before his organs were set to be donated.
Alrighty then.
Sorry, I can't make it. It's just my eczema again, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
You okay?
Eczema, it's fine.
Hey.
Hi.
Aren't you hot? Eczema again?
It's fine.
I saw something the other day. Eczema exposed. Your eczema could be something called atopic dermatitis, which can be caused by inflammation under your skin. Maybe you should ask your doctor.
Go to eczemaexposed.com to learn more.
We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even close claws.
We took your shortcuts.
Yeah.
I can't believe that worked. So now I got the keys.
And we covered it. Dr. Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. AT&T provides edge-to-edge intelligence, covering virtually every part of your healthcare business, so that if she has a heart problem and the staff needs to know, they will. And they'll drop everything.
Can you take a look at her vitals?
And share the data with other specialists. And they'll drop everything and take care of this baby.
Yeah, that procedure seems right.
And that one too. AT&T provides edge-to-edge intelligence. It can do so much for your business, the list goes on and on. That's the power of and. And when your patient's tests come back, you can...
So, you want to try Sling with us?
Oh. Yes.
With Sling, we can watch all the live TV shows we love.
With no long-term contracts or high monthly bills.
Oh, Sling. I thought you meant, what are you doing?
Start slinging for $20 a month. Try your first 7 days free.
That was so bad. I wish you didn't have to go.
Alexa, call home.
Calling home.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm about to get about this shit. Fuck it.
An amazing catch Friday night at a college baseball game in Wichita, Kansas. University of Cincinnati right fielder Jordan Ramey made a running catch in foul territory and then flipped over the side wall. But he hung on to that ball. Cincinnati beat Wichita State 8-2. A federal lawsuit accuses two top figures in the world of Taekwondo of sexual abuse. And a miracle teen comes back to life. Those are some of the headlines on the morning newsstand. The Coloradoan reports a Colorado State tour guide says the university is deeply sorry for an incident involving Native American students. 19-year-old Thomas Gray and his 17-year-old brother Lloyd were removed from a college tour last week by police. A woman on the tour called 911 because she thought the boys were acting suspiciously. Officers let them go after they showed an email confirming their spots on the tour. The boy's mother says her sons were victims of racial profiling. The New York Times reports on a federal lawsuit accusing two brothers who are prominent figures in the world of Taekwondo of sexual abuse. 39-year-old Olympic gold medalist Stephen Lopez and his 44-year-old brother and coach Gene are accused of sexually abusing female athletes, including minors, for years. The lawsuit also accuses the U.S. Olympic Committee and USA Taekwondo of turning a blind eye to the abuse. The brothers have denied the allegations. The Tampa Bay Times reports 4 high school seniors who were killed in the mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School were honored by their classmates at their senior prom. The main ballroom of the Fort Lauderdale Hotel was transformed into an enchanted forest for 850 students on Saturday. Ice sculpture with the